I have not stretched in a while, and I can really feel it on my legs. If you thought it was easy to cut the sides or peel a butternut squash, it's not. Whoop. It's still so dark outside. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this winter, it's much darker. I don't know if maybe because of the fact that, you know, having to be remote now. Before I would just get in the car, drive to work in the dark, and by the time I would get to the office, it would be much clearer. And when you're remote now, you kind of notice all the details that you probably didn't before, but it's just really, really dark. And good morning, world. I am not, let it be clear, I am not a morning person, and I will never be a morning person, but I find that I love getting things done like super early in the morning and just having the rest of the day to myself. However, I am a night owl, so I tend to stay up late sometimes. First things first, I do have sort of like a little ritual in the mornings now, which I've started to do again, and I will show you. So the thing that I'm getting back into is journaling. So every morning before I start my day, I write on my 5-minute journal. So this journal is amazing, and I will be sure to link it down below, but basically it's a journal that you use in the mornings when you wake up first thing, and then also in the evenings before you go to sleep. And basically, and look at this pen that I bought. It has like a bow on the top. I think I got this from Paper Source. In the mornings, there is usually like a quote or a challenge at the top. And then you note down like 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that would make the day amazing, and 2 affirmations. So that's what you do in the mornings. And then at night before bedtime, you will note down 3 amazing things that happened and how could the day have been better. So basically, it's more of like a gratitude journal of just waking up with gratitude and sleeping with gratitude, which obviously it's easier said than done sometimes because you just never know how your day is going to go, and life is life. You know, you'll be hit with like obstacles or unexpected things that will just completely flip your day around. But in a way, like this just keeps me a bit more grounded to the simple things and to make me remember what's really important in life. So this situation is never like this, but I will tell you why it's like this. First off, this is what I'm currently reading. This is a book of poetry, and the rest, basically, they are books that I rediscovered that I had under my bed. And I'm actually looking forward to reading them and looking at them again. The first one is called Change Your Life, a little book of big ideas. I don't remember what this consists of, but I don't know. Like, what does it say? Nothing can bring you peace but yourself. I think these are like quotes or like, I don't know. But I'm looking forward to reading it, and I've had it under my bed and I keep forgetting. 100 Ways to Stay Young. So this one I'm really going to enjoy because I'm just in a health kick right now. And it basically has like tips and ideas that you can do to like stretch and move your body, posing, to eat, all of that stuff. So I think this is perfect because I definitely want to look young for as long as possible. And then this one is more of like a workout journal, kind of pretty much like the gratitude journal, but relating to workout. So this one's called No Goal Has Met Without a Little Sweat. This is pretty awesome because you write down 3 things that you're grateful for, you write down what your goal is today, and things that you appreciate your body, what you did to move and how many minutes of it, how you nourished your body, your current mood. Sometimes it'll show like recipes or things that you can try out. and then basically a section to journal of, you know, anything like thoughts or how the day went, and quotes at the top, which I love quotes. So I'm actually going to need to start using this again because I think it'll be great to combine it with my gratitude journal and at the same time keep track of how I move my body and just how I take care of myself on a daily basis. I have a ton of morning rituals that I like to do, but that's how I like to get my day started. I like to gradually wake up and with just things that relax me. So poetry in the morning, journaling in the morning, checking out the weather forecast, waking up with gratitude. And yes, I am vlogging with this camera because I don't have a small one like a lot of YouTubers and vloggers tend to use. So you know what? Go big or go home. That's what I always say. This is my favorite. I love to wash my face in the mornings with Origins Checks and Balances. It makes my face like super smooth and baby soft, and a little goes a long way. Like literally you need no more than the tip of your pinky because this will just get really foamy really fast, and it is just my favorite. I like to use this stretchy thing, which I bought over at Ulta like years ago. And I really like it because it's washable, it's easy to use, and it just helps to keep your hair strands away from getting wet. And it's very comfortable, and also it covers your ears so that you don't have to worry about getting water or soap. Literally, you only need just about that much because a little goes a long way, and this lasts forever. And this Evian spray is amazing. I collaborated with them, I think it was like sometime last year. And later on I went and got the fuller version, and it's just amazing. It's just like mineral water. This one I use in the mornings, the Jello roller, and then I use the pink one in the evenings. I dropped this the other day by accident and this came undone, so now I have to like press while I'm rolling, otherwise it just comes off. But I don't feel like throwing it away because it's jade. And I do have this version, but I actually prefer the roller more than this, to be honest, because I feel like that one just tugs at my face and this just doesn't. My gosh, last night it was like pouring rain and the wind was crazy. I saw like the lights flickering and it was actually relaxing, but it was still kind of crazy because I thought, wow, what if the light or the electricity is gonna go out? I don't know. But right now it's not raining, so I'm actually going to make some tea and then change to go on a walk, because that's the first thing I want to do in the morning is to move my body and go on a walk, and then after that do dancing. So basically a half-hour walk in the morning and then a half-hour dance, and then I'm going to hop in the shower. But right now I'm going to make some tea. I love to add honey in my tea, so right now I am using this one, which I just recently bought. It's Wild Forest honey, and it is so good, and I just add like a little spoonful in my mug, and it's just really, really delicious. So now I'm going to change because I am going to go on a walk. So I need to organize this mess, but basically I have all of my workout stuff in here. Yeah, I need to organize it again. So sport bras from Victoria's Secret are amazing. They actually don't have this style anymore. They changed it, but when they came out with the lightweight, I thought it was like the best thing in the world, and I have like different colors. I also have the knockout, 2 of the knockouts that have like the zipper in the middle, but that's usually what I use like if I'm going to go like on a hike or something, or if I'm going to run. But with everyday workout, I really, really like these. As I mentioned, I'm really disappointed they kind of changed the design of it all, because I think this was just fine the way that it was. Why do people have to change things? Just leave them as they are. Alright, so I'm ready to go on my walk. It is, after all, still winter, so I am wearing my beanie and then my jacket, which has like the thermo on the inside from Columbia, to kind of keep me warm. And it looks like the sun is actually wanting to peek out. So I'm really happy about that. So I'm going to take my sunglasses just in case, and I also take a mask with me in case I end up passing anyone during my walk. And yeah, so let's do this. But first, I'm going to sip on my tea. And then I'll sip on some more later. Hey there, you want to be in my vlog today? Hi. Whoop. So peaceful out here. What a beautiful, beautiful morning. Look at the clouds. Gosh. My God, that is a huge nest. That's a big one. If I'm like doing an intense workout or I'm dancing or I'm moving a lot, they do not fall out of my ears. So I cannot wear my AirPods when I am exercising because they will fall out, and they've fallen out before. So this was actually recommended by another influencer who is actually a friend of mine as well, and she uses these whenever she's working out or on her Peloton bike. And I saw them one time in her stories, and I'm just like, well, I'm going to get them. So I got them in the turquoise color, and they're just amazing. They are my favorite. The sound quality is great, so I highly recommend them. So these are the ones that I use when I'm working out or dancing, because they are super, super flexible, and that's what I need and want. And the ones I was wearing, these are actually, these are actually my running shoes. And then my walking ones are these ones right here. So I have 3 different types of tennis shoes. These are my walking, those are my running, and these are my workout because of the flexibility, and that's what I need, and they're super easy to dance in. Yeah. So I usually start out with a stretch before I do dancing or intense workout. So I'm going to take out my yoga mat and do at least a couple of stretches before I start moving the rest of my body. So whenever I'm dancing, I need to have something in my hands. So I actually like to use weights. whenever I'm dancing or running. I have these ones. They're only like a pound each, and then if I really want to add a little bit more intensity, then I grab these ones, which are a little heavier. They are 2 pounds each. The reason I like to use them when I'm running or when I'm dancing is because at the same time I am working out my arms. So it's not only the rest of my body that is working out, it's also my arms. So I'm going to start out with these ones, and then for probably next week I'm going, or at least in a couple of weeks, I will move up to the 2 pound. But I like these ones because of the fact that they're just easier, because I can just hold them like this, and if I just lose my grip, then they're at least still attached to me. But they're amazing, so I'm going to dance with these ones. I also do have Zumba shakers as well, but I actually prefer these instead. I think it's just easier that way. I have not stretched in a while, and I can really feel it on my legs, especially like here. But stretching is important. So basically, when you haven't worked out in a while, and when you do start, you're kind of starting all over again. But it's okay. It's just baby steps, and the important thing is to start. That was such a good workout. Oh my gosh, I feel so refreshed and so alive anytime I dance and listen to music. Music and dance is actually probably one of the best medicines that are out there, because you are just letting yourself go. You are focusing on the present. You forget everything that completely consumes your mind all of the time. And it's a great workout, because when you're dancing, you are moving your entire body. And that is something that I used to do every single day, every morning. I would, even when I was at the university, I would wake up and dance for at least a couple of minutes in the morning, or at least fit it in like almost every single day. And that's actually what maintained me fit for a really long time, was just dancing. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't run on a treadmill. I didn't do anything like that. I would just dance every single day. But either way, yeah, so now I am actually going to hop in the shower and then make breakfast after that. That was a good shower. A little extra right now. So I actually got this robe a while back over at Pottery Barn, and it is my absolute favorite because it's so soft, and anytime I jump out of the shower I always put this on. It's just one of my favorites, and if you are going to invest in a soft robe like this, which you can use for a shower or however you want, check out Pottery Barn because their robes are amazing. And another tip, before you jump out of the shower, put some body oil. This is actually my favorite, which I had noted in a favorites video years ago, and I still use to this day. It's the body oil by Neutrogena. It's so much better than using like a lotion or anything like that, because the moment you're in the shower and before you step out, just put this all over your body and then put on like a robe or a towel over, and as it kind of dries, it just makes your skin super soft and nourished, especially during these colder months like the winter time, where my skin tends to really get dry. So I use this body oil like crazy, and it really makes my skin feel soft throughout the rest of the day. And of course, like before bedtime, usually I'll apply like some lotion, but nothing like body oil. Seriously, like they just go way beyond than lotions do, in my opinion. I think I'm going to put on this today, which this set I bought over at Costco, and it came in a pink, I believe, but I really liked the gray, and just the detailing on this is just so gorgeous. I love it. Sometimes I will wear it as kind of like lounging around the house, or even as a PJ too. And if I ever need to go out for any reason, I just put on a coat, sneakers, and I am good to go. It is just so comfortable and really soft, and one of my favorites. I'm going to get something in my stomach because I haven't had anything since I've woken up except for a couple of sips of tea, which I'm still drinking, but yeah. And much better. Nothing like a like a bed to lay down on it later on. So definitely a huge difference from before. So usually my breakfast will kind of differ. Like I am a huge breakfast gal, and I love like hearty breakfast, like eggs, hash browns, potatoes, toast. Um, like that is just my ultimate favorite. Today I'm actually in the mood to make rice cakes. So maybe not make rice cakes, but at least prepare a rice cake. So salt-free rice cakes, they are really, 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 really good. I normally don't really incorporate a lot of salt in what I eat just because salt over time tends to clog arteries. And that's just kind of stuck with me ever since high school. So even with like cooking and stuff, just really try to keep it super simple with the salt. Because if people want salt, they can just add it themselves in their meal. That's just how I see it and how I look at it. Adam's 100% natural, creamy, unsalted. Again, unsalted. One time I ended up getting the salted, and oh my gosh, I just tasted the salt immediately. Like when your body gets used to unsalted items or products, and the moment that it does eat something that has salt, like you will taste it 10 times more than ever before. And this one's my favorite. Like I'm all about the creamy peanut butter. I am not a fan of chunky. I do not like to feel or bite onto peanuts in my peanut butter. Like I'm not completely all 100% gluten-free, but if there are options or things that I can do to ease my stomach a little bit or the bloatingness, then absolutely. The only thing I have problems with is like gluten-free flour tortillas. Those are really weird to me. But if it's like gluten-free corn tortillas, they're delicious and they taste the regular same. But this one's really good, and I got to try it yesterday, so I like it. And put some on my rice cake. Like you can really see like the pomegranate clumps in there, which is pretty cool. Now it is time to get some work done. Welcome to my office, which is the corner of my bedroom, facing the window over there. So yeah, before remote, I did not have this screen at all. I just had like my lamp and then a bunch of other things, but then I had to get a monitor and all of that stuff. One of my favorite pictures of all time. I actually took this myself when I went to New York. So this is my photo. I took this when I was on the Brooklyn Bridge, and I was able to collaborate with this brand that creates, you know, kind of like the sticker or the stickies as a laptop case. So I worked with them, and I used one of my images, and it's been amazing. I used to have those plastic cases, but they were so annoying because they would crack like every 6 months or whatever. Bought 2 of them and they always kept cracking, and I'm like, forget that. I'm just going to get one of these stickies and choose an image of my own, and I just love it. I also want to say that I'm the kind of person, if you don't follow me on Instagram or just joining me or have just subscribed to my channel or whatnot, I am someone who does not use any heating products or anything like that on my hair. I keep my hair natural. I don't dye it, I don't color it, I don't straighten it, I don't curl it. I don't use any heating tools at all, and I also don't use any products on my hair at all, except for one thing, which is hair oil. So I really like this one. It's from, I think it's called OGX, Pure Beauty and Simple. It's the Argan Oil of Morocco. Penetrating oil for all hair types. This is my favorite. This is probably the only thing that I put on my hair aside from like a hair mask. Other than that, all natural. All natural. I've seen people who constantly do so much to their hair all of the time, and it just it's damaging, which is not my favorite thing. So this just leaves my hair like feeling soft, and yeah, it's my favorite. There are other oils that I'm curious of trying that I've heard so much about, but for the moment, I'm really happy with this one. So I just like to put it on the ends of my hair. And I'm naturally wavy, like I have wavy hair. I used to have really, really straight hair when I was a kid that anytime my mom would put like pigtails on me, it would just slide off because my hair was so thin and so straight. But over the years, it got like thicker and wavier. So yeah, and it smells so good. It is my lunchtime now. I mean, look at this hair. Lioness mane, you guys. It is just, it's all over the place today, but it's okay. We'll fix that in a bit. So I'm actually not that super hungry, but I need to at least have something. So what I'm going to do is actually make a banana smoothie. I do have my NutriBullet, which I like to use, but I've really been liking this instead, which you'll see what it looks like. It probably doesn't look like not much right now, but it's just, I don't know, I really like it, and it's just easier to wash and clean the blade afterwards. So yeah, I'm gonna make a banana shake for my lunch. So one of the things that I love to add within my banana shakes or banana smoothies is cinnamon. I love cinnamon. There's a lot of healthful benefits to cinnamon, and it just adds like a really nice, I don't know, like flavor to it. Definitely try adding it if you guys are really into banana shakes or banana smoothies. Like, it will make such a difference. So good. Still looking a little ratchet. Hopefully we'll fix that at some point today. I either have time to fix my face in the morning, or it doesn't happen until midday or closer to the afternoon. Alright, so I've organized it with my darks, I've organized it with my basics, I've organized it with my distressed, I've organized it with those that have sort of like a bell-bottom flare to them, and then my shorts. So let's see if I can fit all of this back to where it was before and make it look nicer. So the second drawer from the bottom consists of all of my outdoor active wear. So I have my sports bras, my tops, my workout pants, my socks if I'm going like hiking or anything like that, and just miscellaneous sports and tank tops. So I'm going to organize all of this, and I had a system before. I'm going to try that, make that system again, and hopefully work out. Yay, so this is done. That was actually not that bad. So, okay, side note, I started doing this before it even became a thing. I've been doing it for years. So here I have all of my workout pants. I have my shorts, I have my socks, my sports bras, my tank tops, and my tops for working out. I only have to add in the 3 black ones at the top, and that's pretty much it. Everything is color coordinated and rolled. So on to the third one. This here is filled with my intimates. So I have my socks, my panties, and then my bras. Basically, I'm going to organize kind of the same way of what I've done down here. I'm not going to show that to you, but all of my bras, I color coordinate them and I put them exactly in this manner. I used to work at Victoria's Secret years and years ago, and this is how we would organize all the bras, and to this day they still do it. So you basically start out with the reds, work your way back, and then you will do blacks and then whites and then nudes, or it's either nude and then white. That's basically the color coordination, and it actually protects your bras. It makes them last longer if you organize them in this manner. Don't ever lay them flat or just kind of push them in there, because you are just damaging your bras and they're not going to last very long. So do it this way, just kind of lay the cups as such, and boom. So I'm currently working on the bigger one now, and that basically consists of like my PJs and tops and sleepwear. So like during the colder months, I have like my long sleeved ones, and warmer during like the spring and summer, I got my shorts, I got silk, and yeah, so just kind of organizing this. I got really hot with all of that organizing. Oh my gosh, look at the sun. Trying to show you at least what my makeup looks like. Well, you kind of get the look of it. So I have all of my ingredients. I am lucky. I did find some walnuts, so I'm going to replace the pumpkin seeds with the walnuts. Have my quinoa, dried cranberries, arugula, maple syrup, black pepper, lemon, because I'm going to need lemon juice, but I also have the actual juice, olive oil, vegetable oil, apple cider vinegar, which I don't like, but hopefully that will be good, whatever I'm going to use it in. The actual butternut squash, and I have an extra one in case the first one doesn't work out. I like to do that when it comes to making something for the first time. I like to have an extra. And then I might, depending, I guess, the portion that I get, I might do something with like an avocado, maybe like a guacamole on the side. If you thought it was easy to cut the sides or peel a butternut squash, it's not. It's super hard. Gosh, and then I have to cube this thing now. Pray for me. You guys, I made my first quinoa, and it was super easy. I didn't realize how easy that was going to be, but I'm pretty proud of myself that I made quinoa, and I've never made it before in my life. The butternut squash is already cooked. I already tried a piece, so I'm just letting it sit in there for another 5 minutes. The oven is turned off though. I just want to add in a little 5, and then that should be good to go. And I already have the dressing prepared, and I think it is gonna be good. Oh my gosh, look. Also my first time making butternut squash. Pretty proud of myself today. I love it when it's a little brown like that because it's super good. It's like 7 p.m. right now, and I'm back to organizing the last 2 drawers at the top. And then with finishing off on just kind of organizing here, and that's pretty much it. My voice is getting raspy. I don't know, maybe I've just been talking too much throughout the day, but a little tired, but I just want to finish this off so I can just cross it off my list. Closed my rings today. I haven't closed them in who knows how long. Feel pretty happy and accomplished. Alright, so it's practically 8 o'clock, and I want to show you my cool lamp that I bought a few years back over at Target. It's really thin and skinny, and I was wanting to find one for my desk. It's awesome, and I highly recommend it if you guys come across these, because this can actually bend. So once I actually turn it, I can have the light facing me, but I tend to have kind of sensitive eyes, so I usually just keep it straight up and facing towards the wall, and that still gives me pretty good lighting. Alright, so my day isn't done quite yet. I am feeling a little tired, but I'm actually going to take this opportunity to finish up a blog post that I've been working on the last few days. Usually I tend to kind of blog or work on my website in the evenings, because that's usually when I tend to have time just to kind of wind down, focus on my website, focus on content. And yeah, so I'm just going to work on that. I'll probably give myself maybe like an hour or less, because the other thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to balance out and also just create like a cutoff time, which I know can be very difficult to do, because once you're focused or you're on a roll, you just keep going and going and going until you realize it's like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And I want to try not to do that, because I've also been trying to get in the habit of reading like a book before bedtime. So I want to make sure that I don't forget about that and be able to force myself to disconnect. For those of you who are following me or just discovered me, or however you came across my YouTube page, you can always go to my website. In the process of updating and creating content, but go to ericalillycastro.com, and on there you can actually sign up to my newsletter. The only thing I ask is just for you to submit your email address. That's it. I don't need your first name, your last name, nothing like that. I know other people tend to collect it, but your email is more than enough, and that way you can receive my newsletter, which I send out every week, every Monday morning, updating you on everything that has happened on my website, what I've created, as well as other things that just pop up in my mind that I would love to share with you guys. So be sure to do that if you haven't already, or just discovering me now. So that is my website. There's a lot of things. I basically tend to write about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, food, travel, and writing. Writing basically consists of like miscellaneous pieces that maybe I want to talk about, maybe I want to share. Like for example, I created a health and wellness resources during COVID, which is actually considered part of a lifestyle. But I have other things too, like for example, my resolutions or anything else that pops up in my mind, which could be considered writing. I also upload my YouTube videos on there. You can actually also shop my closet, which I've listed a couple of things that I am currently selling. I kind of tend to move on from things after a while, and it just means that it's time for them to find another home and make someone else happy. This page is really fun for me because it kind of details any collaborations, or people found me and discovered me and they decided to include me on their website or something. So anytime I see myself anywhere, I make sure to upload it, because I think it just adds a bit more credibility of what you've done and what you're doing, and what you're about. Which, speaking of about, you can actually head over to About Me section and find out a little bit more about myself, and then see my photo shoots that I've done, any features, and then collaborations and client lists. This is super important, and I wish that I would be able to see this with other influencers, because I think that adding campaigns or projects or collaborations or partnerships that you've done adds a bit more credibility, because I know that people come to my website and they visit and they want to see who I've, partnered up with and what I've done. And so I think that's super, super important, that if you are interested in being in this industry, to showcase and highlight who you've worked with, because that is basically your portfolio. This is my portfolio right here. All these names, that's my portfolio. So that's very important, and I don't think that's talked about often. I have popular posts, posts, again, YouTube videos. I include them on here as well. Random posts, so this will change all the time so that whenever you are refreshing or coming to my website, you'll be able to see something that maybe you might have missed, or I don't know, you're like, oh, I wonder what that's about. Books that I've read, I've also listed them on here as well. So this constantly changes and updates like every single time you come on here. Where I'm currently based, my social media, and then I don't know why Firefox is like this. Firefox doesn't display anything, and I don't know if that's happening to you guys as well, but if you actually go to Chrome, actually, let me see if I can do this now. Okay, I'm using Chrome now. I don't know what it is about Firefox, but it doesn't seem like it wants to display everything, and it's so annoying. So I actually use Chrome for Netflix to view my website and also watch YouTube videos, because Firefox is just not liking me, and I don't know if that's happening with everyone. Okay, so see, if you use Chrome, you'll be able to see all of this. If you are using Firefox and you still can't see all of this, let me know, because then that means there's a problem on my end that I need to figure out and maybe configure as to what's happening. But with Chrome, everything is displaying as it should be. So these are all of my Instagram posts, and be sure to follow me on there as well. This also updates, which is pretty awesome, and I love pictures, so I think that adds a little bit of something fun and color and extra to my page. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you guys. So go to my website, sign up for my newsletter, and just check up on what I'm doing. Alright everyone, it is 9:15 p.m. and I think I'm going to call this vlog good. I'm going to wind down now. I just finished my blog post, so that is ready to post whenever it's scheduled to. And yeah. I had a fun time filming this vlog. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and let me know if you want me to create more vlogs for you. Comment below what other ideas you would like to see on my channel. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and follow me as well. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining me, and I'm going to remove my makeup, change into my PJs, and probably relax by reading one of my books. I'm also going to make sure to fill out my gratitude journal before I go to sleep, and then fill out my fitness journal as well, because I completed my circles, and not my circles, my rings. And just really did good things for my health today, and yeah. So there was a lot. Yeah, so I will catch you guys next time. Bye.